And today's guest we have former KQ92 DJ Don Anger. How you doing, Don?
Wow. Yeah, I've a lot more. Thank you. Let me hear you.
Yeah.
I'm more than KQRS, but that's kind of the big one. So yeah, keep it coming.
You drove quite a while to get here.
I've been doing that for like 14 years. I'm in the oil fields of North Dakota. So Dickinson, it's basically 94.
Right in.
Are we doing dick joke name stuff now? Cool, bring it.
Okay.
But no, real quick, it's 94 to Fargo. It's 94 to Dickinson. 94. You jump
How many
on-
hours?
It's depending on what city I'm going to.
And how fast
You
you
know,
driving?
oh, well, I do try to, you can go 80 now at some stretch, but it's about 7-8 hours
Okay.
one way. It's not terrible, man. You sleep when you're
Like
tired.
Chicago.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
driving to Chicago.
7 hours to Chicago, 7 hours to Milwaukee, I
Yep.
believe. Yeah. Next question.
Cool.
Right on. Well, next question would be,
everybody.
what are you drinking?
Oh, damn. Look at you. See, I travel with coffee. My dad's a hams guy, but I want to just ceremonial correct. It's just like you bring alcohol to the bar. It's just so wrong. I studied David Lee Roth and I lived through the 80s, so it's going to be a little obnoxious tonight. But
And he's actually drinking my beer.
Ham.
Yeah, my type of beer that I drink.
Ham's
is that?
making a comeback, right? And my dad worked here for 41 effing years. Patrick, you got a ham story? No pressure. Have a half-ass morning
From the
show.
land of the ice cool blue water. Is that the theme? I can't remember. I remember the commercial.
Let's get them singing. I want a black and tan, man. Right? Guinness and something?
Well, I'll tell you what. How about a poor man's black velvet?
Even better.
We'll do that.
What's that for those of us
Oh, well,
poor man's
I'll
black
tell you right here.
velvet? Oh, look, because I have coffee too. I drink a bunch of
Liquid.
different stuff.
Lots of liquid.
And all
Keep
my,
hydrated.
my smart ass friends keep saying like, well, you must be on the can all day. And I'm like, well, these are the only things that don't make me run to the can. I don't know what to tell you, but I live on coffee, but I love my hams and that, we're at the bar, baby.
No,
Let's go.
he meant to say he loves his hand.
I love my hand. Oh my Lord, that's Jean, everybody. Now I know when I watch this, I
Yeah,
know where
you-
Jean sits. She doesn't want to be on camera. She's freaking
Dude,
good.
maybe he uses it as an excuse to go to
No,
the
we
bathroom and
apologize
talk
in
on his
advance for
video.
Gene. I can just set that up. I think it was a neighbor that
On his
you
video.
liked too. That
What?
whatever.
I'm sorry, Stacy. Say
Huh?
what you were saying again, though. What did you say?
I was going to the bathroom because
During.
you get to that point,
Oh, yeah.
For the first hour, I was okay. As soon as I started going to the bathroom, I had to wait till Patrick spoke
Oh, shit.
because he would be on screen. I'd have to run to the bathroom so nobody would see me in the background.
trying to be
yeah, I was trying
covert
to be covert about it, and then there you go. Then Patrick's like, Patrick, talk.
Well,
talk, so I can
real
get back to
quick,
my
yeah.
beer.
That's how we got you to go to a proctologist because I was concerned.
check the prostate.
Yeah.
I hear Alex Van Halen. I'm obsessed with Van Halen. We'll get to that. But he had like a garbage can, I believe, on stage. He would like piss in it during the gig when he was just pounding. He quit and he wanted Ed to quit too.
Oh.
But Ed couldn't. But no, something about you get real good at pissing in jars or peanut jar things. And when you're out on the boat, the Folgers, we get to
Yeah, the Folgers
be
can.
real creative.
Innovative. Innovative.
What are you drinking, Patrick?
Yeah, I've got a touch of a cold going, so we're doing the Cherry 7-Up Zero Sugar tonight. And
Oh,
I
bullshit.
might do some shots of NyQuil, but I'm going to wait till
Yum.
a little
Oh,
bit. because
shots of
otherwise
NyQuil
I'll
later.
fall asleep.
Old guys. Hashtag old guys. Do we do a toast or should I start
I'm gonna
slamming?
wait for Gene. Gene, what are
Yeah,
you
God
drinking?
bless you.
Well,
Having my normal Sauvignon Blanc.
and I'm
Yeah.
assuming you're going to be having a Stella?
Oh,
Is
the
that
Stella?
correct?
Yeah,
All right.
Stella back there. We still got some in there. But my friend Lance sent me this picture. If anybody can see it, it's a beer jacket.
I
It's
want
a
one.
beer jacket.
I thought, it's a
beer jacket with a
Oh, yeah.
wearing a jacket full of beer.
Full of beer.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Stacy's on board with the first name
There's a
drop,
straw.
and I'm a massive name dropper. Lance King is on the clock. Ding! Oh, that is amazing.
That's
it's
amazing.
a jacket. Is that that's?
I thought, it's funny because he sent it to me and I thought it was about an Asian guy because there's an Asian guy in there and I'm Asian. So I thought, there's an Asian guy in there. I clicked on it and nothing came up. And I was like, what is this about? He's like, it's a beer jacket. I looked at it. I was like, that's a beer jacket.
Fill your jacket with beer.
Brilliant.
That's a friend. Was he showing it like as a goof or like you need one or like a suggestion or is just?
He knows I'm a beer drinker.
Oh,
so.
sure. Oh, sure. And he
But-
doesn't, because I watched that
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
I hit it hard when I was 15. You know, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, but
Nancy better stop.
you could fill it with other shit though too, right? Like
I'm sure.
Oh,
if you wanted to like match your outfits, like if you wanted to wear yellow one day and
No,
make it a
Pink
margarita,
margarita.
Gene,
Oh, yeah.
Gene
yeah.
wants to make a box wine jacket to sell boxes.
fuck off.
Pass that over
You
to
should
me.
be that for Halloween next time. A big box of wine.
Somebody bring, yeah.
You should be a nerd.
That looks so good. He's a bartender. Oh, my Lord. We do a little, is this a shot? What is this?
Jean
Oh,
should go
is
as a
this a zipper?
tampon box because she's always
Yeah.
acting like she's on the rack.
I'm going to document as we go.
Well, let's put them up here. Slancha.
Yes. Let's toast
right.
to
Cheers.
David Lee Roth and the end of his musical career.
Oh, yeah.
And deedly do.
Oh, baby. Look
Dawn, I've been saving that for all week
Thank
long.
you, sir. You knew going in. Look at all the people.
David Lee Roth, but
Cheers.
makes Vince Neil look like a fucking magician.
And I saw Paul Dockendorf go, we don't want Dave. We don't
Yeah.
need Dave. And I'm like, Dave, put your penis away. It was okay in 81, dude. Stop.
With those
please.
leather pants, and he's got
It's-
that 70-year-old 4.5-inch soft wank.
It's so sad. No, the dick, the penis. No, I'll put up the he can't sing. The dick is like, that's the deal breaker. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this? What am I drinking?
That's
Taste it.
Jameson.
Taste it.
That's a little Jameson orange. So it's very tasty. It's one of the drinks of choice at the bar here. So
It's
Yeah.
it's
It's
addictive.
strong,
Yeah,
strong.
it's very dangerous.
it's addicting. Yes.
Say it one more time. I don't listen. It's called what?
It's Jameson,
Jameson
orange.
Jameson.
It's an orange
Oh.
flavored whiskey.
Yeah, it's straight out of the bottle. So it's straight. Ooh, yum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you driving?
We'll be okay. We'll be okay.
Are you going to be operating an oil rig?
Yeah.
Back in the day, they'd bring a case of beer out there before my time. But yeah, man, sorry.
Brett, have you tried mixing that with anything yet?
Soda water.
Soda water?
Yeah. Just Jameson soda. Or on one.
What
you
about
guys-
something with chocolate?
Yum.
That would be kind of good.
Chocolate?
Chocolate orange. Isn't there like a
Oh my God, you are such a wussy.
no? Don't they, isn't there like
Well,
a chocolate?
We're gonna
orange?
we're gonna have to pull that back and make sure you drink like straight power
Irish-
to
Let's
get,
pile
to get
on.
the man back in you.
Right. now, Brett, right? You're not orange. Well, no pun, but I mean, you don't like chocolate fruity stuff, right? Is that what you're getting at?
Well, not
'Cause
really.
we're not women.
Well, he married me, so I don't know. I'm kind of.
Yeah, you're
You
can
not,
influence
I'm a little fruity.
You're not
No,
fruity
you're more
at
of
all.
a nut.
Well, if you
More of a nut thing.
No, but Brett, say it now or forever hold. What are you saying? There's certain things you don't.
Well, there's certain things that I don't like
Like
drinking.
alcohol.
I just I like whiskey and I like
He doesn't like me
Here.
sticking my thumb up his butt.
and cigars. He likes
That's it,
cigars.
she would Jean would like
He
be
gets so
walking up the
fucking mad.
stairs and she
Straight
takes her
there.
finger and
Straight
just
to
jacks
it.
me right in the
You guys
sphincter.
are
No,
still
he
at the
turns-
honeymoon
He
phase?
turns around and he goes,
no.
God damn it, don't
Honey.
fucking do that.
I'd rather drink chocolate whiskey than your finger in my ass.
I doesn't even go up that far. Like I wouldn't even do that. Thank you very much. But he just even a touch. He's like, "Rah!"
Okay.
And then she makes dinner.
Oh Christ! And then these guys, you know what? The funny thing is, when I come back to town, they're like, "Oh yeah, you can stay here." No, oh.
I've heard the shit you've
Wake
done.
up with
and-
Gene's thumb in my butt.
Wow. Wow. I don't know.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah,
That's coming,
on
Patrick.
that point,
This
Better
conversation
than
took
Brett's
a turn.
thumb, I suppose, but
Yeah.
whatever.
So Patrick, do you got a funny story for the week or the day?
Oh yeah, I got a funny story.
Oh.
The next time you go to the bathroom, the joke is in your hand. How about that? So today we're going to go back to July of 2025. This is actually a viral video, so you might have seen or heard about this. But Jarnell Jones, age 41, was arrested. He's an employee of Chuck E. Cheese, and he was arrested while in full costume at a birthday party in Tallahassee, Florida, of all places. Wow. Jones was accused of stealing a customer's credit card after she hosted a party there, and he began using it for over $100 worth of fraudulent charges at various stores. Police arrived at the restaurant during another birthday party to detain Jones. Officers noted he seemed nervous and walked away before putting on the Chuck E. Cheese mascot to hide. So the arrest comes in front of surprised children and parents. One officer can be heard in the video saying, "We're going to detain the mouse, dude. Chucky's a little bit busy, ma'am," as a mother tried to take a photo with the As he was let out in handcuffs, children were reportedly screaming, "Chucky, no!" And some parents criticized the police for traumatizing the children by making the arrest right in front of everybody.
Which city and state was this?
This was
Tallahassee,
in Tallahassee, Florida.
Florida.
You know, where it's super classy. And then,
Gator country.
yeah, so he was charged with criminal use of personal identification and fraudulent use of a credit cards.
That's like arresting the Easter Bunny for kids.
And fraudulent use
Yeah.
of a costume of Chuck E. Cheese, right?
And Chuck E. Cheese is now a rat in a cage.
Oh,
That was
smashing pumpkin.
Clever ending to that. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage.
Tormenting the kids because
So that's the thing, man. I don't know if you guys have been to Chuck E. Cheese, but
we're going now.
it's not super. we took my kids when they were smaller. It's more of a younger kid vibe, but it's also kind of like the Walmart of birthday parties if you were going to throw a
pretty
birthday
much.
party.
Please, of course. How old? You have kids, Patrick?
Yeah, 10 and 11-year-old
10,
girls.
10 two girls. Oh, God bless you.
Mhm.
And you have 2 boys, right?
2 boys. Alex is 21. Blake is 19. We did the Chuck E. Cheese thing.
Oh, so father
okay.
and they you guys can go out boozing together.
They're adults now. They're adults. I'm still paying for them. Anyway,
Oh.
yeah, it's all
Do they live here? Do they live in
Arizona State University.
Arizona State
Oh,
University?
Pat Tillman and all that stuff. Yeah,
Both of
they're-
them?
They're in the desert.
Mm.
Oh.
Alex is a senior. Blake's a freshman.
Oh, okay. Cool. What are they going to school for?
I pay for it. Alex is a journalism guy. Walter Cronkite School of Sports Journalism. I'm not quite sure on Blake yet. Probably something similar. I don't
Okay.
know. Maybe rock star.
They're
I don't know.
taken after dad? Is that what it is?
Blake's middle name is Halen.
Okay.
We saw to that, so here we are. Yeah, it's all good. You have 2 girls, man. God bless you, though, dude. What are their names?
Brinley and Caitlin. We were going for the whitest white girl names you could possibly come
Yeah,
up with.
man.
So
At least
if you're
it's not
reading something,
Karen.
you go,
Brindley.
Brinley and Caitlin. Oh, they're white. Where are the white girls at?
I've
You
never
know,
even heard
so-
of that name, Brindley, before. So my mom is Japanese,
Yeah.
and she wanted a girl,
Oh, sure.
but she got a boy, and then she got a book, and she's like, I need an S because she had my brother's older, and his name is Scott Tracy.
Cool.
So she needed an STN because she forethought sewing
Wow.
initials into pants and shirts.
In your underwear.
So she knew that she was going to be passing. Yes, and she knew that she was going to be passing this down. So she didn't want to resew it. And then there's like Stan and Steve.
Oh, wow.
And then she saw Stacy in the boys' book.
Oh, cool.
So she picked it.
Oh,
She's as a Japanese person, she didn't know it was a girl's name.
Oh,
Or,
sure.
you
Oh,
know,
sure.
Primarily a girl's
What a
name, but
great story.
So she
Yep.
dressed
She
you
found out that she
dresses.
started
Yeah.
buying
but-
girls' clothes and raised you as a girl,
yeah.
right?
and to this day, I'll go to the pharmacy. Are you picking this up for your daughter?
Yeah.
My name's Stacy.
No.
Heavy.
It's written in my underwear.
Now let me. Brett is unbelievably quiet, and I'm feeling bad about it. Let me just ask one more question, then you can take back control.
No, this is awesome.
Cool. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a half day of school.
Ah.
But no, Stacy, your mom. You say it was your mom. Right?
Yep.
When she was pregnant with you,
Mhm.
but she kind of took the easy way out. I need a name that has an S, T, and an A, and all
N.
through. There
Yep,
it is.
yep.
I because I'm made.
She wants the initials STN, Stacy Todd Noyes.
Bitch,
Scott
that is
Tracy
so
Noyes.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right on. Chuck, you're up.
And that would be me.
ah!
That's okay.
Yeah, let's
Chuck
go back
never
to the beginning.
talks.
How do you guys know each other?
Yeah,
Like you guys kind of met later, but had pretty much always known each other? Or am I getting that right?
Are you talking about me and Brett?
Well,
Yeah.
You gotta,
We went to high school together.
Yeah, they shared the
Did you
locker
know each
room.
other, though?
That's- No, I knew
No.
who he was. People didn't know me. That's why I'm acting out
Okay.
now. But I'm wearing the Mounds View Mustangs, baby. Brett,
Nice.
class of 85. I'm class of 86. I just have that thing where I would study the yearbook, and it's kind of that radio pop culture thing where we know producers and dates and years and stuff, that weird thing that people are like, that's useless info. But I'm like, no, that's what we do, and it's fun. So I knew his entire class, plus my brother Leo was in his class of 85. So I had a lot of friends a year older. And long story longer, we went to high school together, man. Brett had hair down to his ass. He was like, this guy's somebody. I'm staying right out of his way. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I
in
just,
1985.
I mean, the
Shit.
people that I hung out with everybody. I hung out with the Burnouts and the Jocks and
I
whatever.
did as
mean,
well too. Yeah.
so I mean, I kind of knew everybody. So it
Do
was.
you remember when John Baker pulled a knife on you?
What?
I don't recall that.
That's amazing. No, this is the heavy moment. True story. You don't remember that. It was like roughly the last true story. True story.
It would-
You probably don't. I shouldn't even have said his last name, but John.
Yeah, you
probably
probably
no.
not.
True story.
Look that up.
He was a friend of mine in your grade, John, and he was kind of looking for an identity. And he was carrying this buck knife with him and stuff. I was in English class, and you and he, for whatever reason, were not seeing eye to eye. True story. And I watched the whole thing, and I thought, man, you're nuts. Are you kidding me? But he goes and pulls his knife out because you guys were jawing at each other in the hall, and he does one of these, and you kind of look at him like, oh, wow. And it just somehow was diffused, but true story. Sorry.
I don't think that was the last time he had a knife pulled
Well,
out.
yeah, probably not.
I heard a different story when he was in school and he beat the Pope out of somebody, like in that movie, A Christmas Story.
Yeah,
You had some dust.
that
up
was
at
actually
high
in
school?
that wasn't in
that-
high school. It wasn't. That was in elementary school.
Oh,
God,
elementary.
Shuck ain't no joke, man.
See,
You're a-
he's been angry for a long time.
But a lot of the stuff you've just forgotten, which is amazing.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you've been through
I
so
mean,
much shit.
I mean, when you're a cop and you deal with cop things for a better part of 15 years or more,
Yeah.
it just pales in comparison to what you dealt with in high school and in college and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, because
college
you're
brawl.
looking down at your crotch and there's pubes coming out and shit. And so you're like,
What are
don't
you
have to worry
talking
about that
Well, when you're in high
no,
school,
you don't have to worry about it anymore.
when you're in high school, your dick
Wow.
makes a lot of
Can
decisions.
you shut our mic off for a bit? Just for a bit. We gotta put
That's so
time.
heavy.
We gotta put timeouts on jeans.
Yeah.
So-
Ah, no, it's
Yeah.
all
You
cool.
get 2 minutes off.
Random, just and
I'm just keeping you on your toes, fuck face.
oh, husband and wife stuff. No, but that's heavy, man. I wanted to drop that on you because I remember so many weird things.
Okay, wait. Keep going. So
Yeah.
many weird things. There's
Uh-oh.
more weird Brett stories.
There's really not, other than your guy like Steve Philbrook, these Mounds View guys. He, Chris Daniels and this, that, and the other. And they're like, so many people came out of Mounds View, musicians and disc jockeys. And do you agree with that? Because to me, it's like all these high schools produce talent people, not just sport athletes, but is Mounds View
Mounds View
Yeah,
ended
that's
up
weird.
different?
Mounds View ended up cranking out a lot of
Yeah.
actors and musicians.
Damn.
A lot of
Irondale pumped out a lot.
Very
And
similar.
same with
to
Irondale.
St. Louis Park as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, they put shit in the water. I don't know.
Patrick, you St. Louis Park guy?
Yeah. So,
Oh, yeah.
May Young, that you
Oh,
know
please.
probably very well.
Oh, sure.
Let's see. Al Franken's out of there. The Coen
Okay.
brothers that make the greatest movies of all time.
Oh, heavy.
Big Lebowski and all that.
He's so cool to
Who else
see.
you got?
Statistics.
There's a bunch of Mark Rosen came out of St. Louis Park. The Passolts.
All right, you win. Okay, Mounds View sucks.
Just saying. There's a lot of there's
That's
something in the
so-
water
it-
in St. Louis Park as well.
That's so cool.
We had
Up there.
what was the hockey player that we had?
Rob McClain. Oh, Irondale.
From Irondale.
Wasn't it
No.
Boom?
What was his
Okay.
name? Patrick, do you remember his name? The hockey player that came out of Irondale. He became professional.
Like a lot of them. I
I'm
mean,
not
there's
even thinking, but Doug Peterson, obviously, Hurricane
Iron
Wayne
Jail.
came out of
Iron Jail.
Irondale, and then so
Oh,
did
yeah.
the wrestlers, the Laurinaitis brothers, Animal and Hawk.
Oh.
Remember those guys?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, they came out of Irondale.
Yeah.
The Laurinaitis brothers.
I'm sitting in class real
oh, I
quick.
got it. It's Scott
Buchanan-
Bukestad.
Bukestad.
Bukestad,
Cool.
that was it. Yeah.
I'm sitting in class, Mr. Wegleitner's class, 10th grade, looking through a book back when you had to put in pencil, you had to write your name so you didn't, you were responsible for the book. Robbie McClanahan,
Oh,
Olympic hockey guy. That's pretty cool. I'm like,
Oh, okay.
that's
Yeah.
really
Rob
cool,
McClanahan.
actually.
That's
Yeah.
badass.
He went to Mounds View,
Wow.
Herb Brooks. He was in the Mounds View school hockey thing. That I love cool, famous name dropping people. I get starstruck all day long. Don't care.
Mounds View Public Schools pumped out a lot of cool people.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
they did. They sure did actually.
Yeah.
But hey, St. Louis Park, I never knew all
But-
that. That's really cool, man.
Yeah, St. Louis
Yeah.
Park. They pumped out one of the coolest, most famous guys in the world, and there he is.
Yeah. I'm looking at him.
Patrick Olson.
Patrick Olson from
That
93
guy.
Oh,
X.
bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, let's talk 93X quick, unless, damn it.
Oh,
Brett, maybe
fine.
take the night off. Because look, I brought the old original jersey, dude. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Lisa Lyons, Kane, Peterson, Corey Rhodes. This is from 92, 93,
Show the back.
man.
Anchor.
44. That's
Anger.
for
Sorry.
Reggie. No, we pronounce it Anger, but it's
Oh,
Anger. and,
Anger. Okay.
my second cousin punts for the Dallas Cowboys. Patrick Brian Angers, the punter for the Cowboys. I'm a name dropper too freaking bad,
Cool.
but I feel the need to explain. But it's just so cool. 44s for Reggie Jackson. But I brought costume changes. I think I'm just gonna hold them up instead of putting them up.
Yeah.
This is
That's
cool,
awesome.
man. Yeah, dude. What year did you graduate high school, Patrick?
I'm a class of 90 guy.
90. Okay, cool. Well, I'm 86. That's close, man.
Yeah.
Patrick,
So,
he's still wearing his diapers.
Jeez, well, we all are now. We're senior citizen. And I pissed like
Shit in my pants 3 times this week.
oh shit.
You're not supposed to trust a fart,
Oh,
Patrick.
yeah.
Everybody knows that.
We've had that conversation. But one more really quick, Patrick. I don't know. You did so well at 93X, dude. I just want to say that. We pass in the hallways, and it was just so cool. You were so smooth and so good. And it ends after a while.
Yeah.
I went to the oil fields to triple my income, but they all call me
Jeez.
radio. It's so cool. I'm the
funny.
radio guy every waking moment. It's so fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
So what do you do out there now?
Radio. But no, real quick, I want Patrick to rebut.
Yeah,
What do you have to say
rebut.
about that? I'm kissing your ass, dude. I'll never see you again. Kidding. But no, wasn't it the greatest? I saw your Edge
It was the
Fest
best.
and X Fest, and dude, you're on stage with Slave Raider. We're gonna get to Slave Raider.
We got
those
a
are
lot
my
to talk
guys.
about.
I
know.
super fan.
Yep.
But dude,
Yep.
nice job. Right? You want to have
Yeah, thanks. I got in, and once I was in, I'm like, I'm never letting go. And I started out doing, so this is a funny story. I think we almost talked about it beforehand, but it was kind of like a Howard Stern moment when I was doing like a telemarketing gig. And it's so funny how life works out sometimes. I just went to there on a Friday, and I sat in my car, and I'm like, and it was cold calling, raising money for a charity. And it's fucking taxing. And I've been doing it
Brutal.
for about a year. And I just said, nope. I just started my car and I went home, called the dude when I got there. I said, I'm done. I can't. I just, mail my last check, whatever. Later that afternoon, this was when we had just acquired the 105.1, 3, and 7 of frequency, and they were going to flip it to X105. And I'd given my tape to Dave Hamilton. Well, out of the blue, that day when I quit my job, my phone rings and it's Wade Linder. And he's like, hey, I'm the program director from the new X105. And Dave recommended that maybe you'd be good for an overnight guy or something just to start out. I said, okay. And then he goes, can you give me one of those? It's X105 pure rock. Can you give me a little how you would say that over the phone?
Wow.
And I go, yeah, pure rock. And he goes, no. Pure rock. And I was like, pure rock. No,
Pure.
Pure.
At Radio School
Pure
Brown Institute,
rock.
they said, just can get for. You can't say just can get fur. It's just can get for. Enunciate. Back to
Yeah,
you.
we used to do that in school. It was get Justin because.
Yeah.
And double
Cool.
not W.
Finish
But
your story.
anyway, so he said, yeah, okay, show up at 11 o'clock, knock on the door, someone will let you in, and then throw a tape in, and we'll see how it goes. And I did well. I was a little, crutchy the first night.
Sure.
I did every break. Like, that was Motley Crue. Here is Metallica.
Oh, sure.
That was Metallica.
that was
Here's
this.
Poison.
Yeah, that was
I was
this.
so fucking nervous. And then less is more. I wasn't trying to do personality. I was just trying to, showcase.
Yeah.
I could, segue properly, but
Yeah.
and read some liner cards. And so I started out doing the really highly coveted Friday night into Saturday morning, and then Saturday night into Sunday morning.
Oh,
and
sure.
Sunday night into Monday morning.
Sure.
Weekend shift.
Sure.
So I was getting 24 hours on the weekends, and that's just how I had to roll. I was like, I'm fucking doing every holiday, everything they
And
ask.
it built
I'm just
from
gonna
there.
do it. Yeah.
Nice job.
So most of you guys Brown Institute guys, do you guys?
I am.
Is that,
Did you go to Brown, Patrick?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't exist anymore.
doesn't
All
exist
gone.
anymore. Did
Brown
Did Kane
Nose
go?
Institute.
Brown nose. Say it again.
Did Kane go to Brown?
Yeah,
Okay.
he did. I'm almost positive he and I crossed paths. I forgot he graduated 85. I'm 86. I know he came in and he always had that oh man, this guy's different.
Mm-hmm.
I remember him coming in and we had to do a demonstration, something or another, and he did a peanut butter sandwich, but like Kane.
Mm.
I'm telling you right now, I have to have that moment with him. He and I crossed paths a little bit, and it was just so cool. Like, damn it, I have to compete with that. But we all found our way
And then Patrick showed you how to put glitter on.
Well, I worked with Kane at 93X. I was Sunday morning guy. I was so green, so bad, but wanted it so bad. I was like 25 years old, but he was so good, so smooth. You know, as Greg Steele, my program director, would, ring in the bell for credit or whatever. He said, Kane's that generational talent. So is Remy. We'll get, we'll get
God.
I mean, and you got to tip your hat to that.
Yeah.
They're so cool. But, we all got kicked out at 93X because Lastman and Hamilton came in and changed it to the Edge. Okay, cool. So I'm like, I don't do alternative. I'm gonna go. I landed at KS95. We can talk about that later if it makes sense. But they kept Kane, and he just caught fire. Oh shit, this guy's boom, 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 and then suddenly New York's calling him. That's how I remember it. And we're just like, Irondale, way to go. Go get it, man. Then he's working for Howard Stern. Then he's traveling around seeing the Vikings on the road and Vikings fan and this, that, and the other. So, Kane. Brett, you want to say anything? Back to you.
It's awesome having another fucking deeper person on because all the questions that I had in my head to ask, he's already brought them all up. And I'm sure there's about a million more things we're going to talk about.
I know what I'm doing now.
What is the average life expectancy of a DJ in radio?
59.
I wake up every day and I'm a radio guy. We just love music and pop culture.
No, as far as working on the radio. So, Patrick, how long did you work for 93X?
14 years and a total of 25 years in the business.
Oh, okay.
I would say I was a
stretch.
longer tenured guy.
And yet you made it to 25.
And so, but you only work for 93X, correct? Is that?
No. I started out in WDOR in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, part of Door County.
Great point.
I interned at KQ until I got my foot in the door at X105, and then that became 93X. And then I came out here and was assistant program director at a station called Radio 94.7, which was an alternative. It was a light alternative station.
Okay. And then how many different
I rode that horse till 2016, and she bucked me. So, yeah.
Great line.
He loved every minute of it.
Let me do my resume real quick. Okay. That's a great question. So I made it to 20 years, which is a pretty good, thing. I wanted to do it forever. It's just so fun. I know what I'm doing now, but I went to Brown from 86 to 88. I did the 18-month thing. I had nothing better to do. And Glenwood, Minnesota, Alexandria, 7 years in St. Cloud, 93X weekends, dream come true. Christmas Day of 92, I'm in the Twin Cities. That's all I ever wanted to do. I wanted to get back at those Mounds View Cats. Look at me now, you sons of bitches. Look at me now.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Suck it.
What group? Yeah. What group were you in Mounds View?
What does that mean? Group.
The clique.
Oh, I was basketball guy till 10th grade, and then I discovered Led Zeppelin. And it was all over. So I was basketball guy. Yeah. So
you were basically out in the smoking lounge after 10th grade.
It was close. I had some of my friends go, dude, you're into Rat now. Are you okay? And I'm like, dude, I don't, just let me be, man. All this click bullshit. It sucked. I had room for everybody. I just wanted out. I wanted to go do radio.
I was like similar in high school. But so how did you go from 90? So you got up to 93X and then where?
Right. Great point. So then they turned to the Edge and I went to KS95. I'm in St. Cloud working full time, but then weekends at 93X and then KS95. KS95 called me. Brian Zepp told the owner's best friend to F off and they fired him. He lands at KQ. I land at KS95. It's pretty cool. And then Zepp became a legend at KQ. So, but yeah. And then I'm at KS95. They showed me the door in 2001. They hired someone else and I get it. And then I land at KQ. So, no one likes to get kicked to the curb and you're just like, oh my God, what? So I'm like, screw you. So I sent something to 93X. This Pablo cat called me and said, Don, yeah, I don't, but then Reed Endersby calls me and goes, hey, we got your tape at KQ. So it's a dream come true. I'm at KQ. Are you kidding me? Dream come true. So I hope that made sense.
Did you ever work with Des from KQ?
They hired her when they blew me out.
Oh,
I didn't want to say that, but that's a great question.
Yeah. I'm friends with her.
Isn't she? What a small world. Isn't she still there?
She's still there? I think
they blew my ass out. Don, you're into Zeppelin. Get out of here, you loser. But when it was good, it was good. I would do Saturday night of the 70s, filling in for Zepp, and then things change. And I just go, I'm going to get you back. I'm going to KQ.
Yeah.
Okay.
So. I kind of had one of those transitional jobs too, because when they moved from X105, they took the Edge and blew it up and made it 93X, right? So when they did that, then you had 2 stations of talent, and I got shut out because Ron Creasa was already an overnight guy, and they wanted him. And
We call it shit canned.
And shit ton is a legal weight measurement too.
Oh, yeah, a shit ton.
But yeah,
Sorry,
I
finish
don't
your
wanna
thought,
talk-
Patrick.
I don't want to talk shit about people, but so I think
Just do
Ron
it.
got in some legal trouble.
Yeah.
I thought the night girl at the time wasn't super strong, and I was just like, okay, there's a couple of notches I could move up here. So when the time came, I guess Wade called me first and just said, overnights Monday through Friday work for you? I'm like, yep.
I'm in. Take it.
And
Say
so
yes.
that was about a month and a half
Cool.
of unemployed radio for me, but that was a little scary. But when that happened, dude, I was just like, yeah.
On the radio in the Twin
Plus,
Cities.
it was a full-time air shift,
Dude,
you know?
on the radio in the
Patrick,
Twin
was
Cities.
that your
All I ever
favorite?
wanted.
Was that your favorite time slot at that time?
At the time it was, because you could kind of, it was a good place. It was a good sandbox to play in before I got to get better. You know what I mean? So
Sure.
I earned my chops doing the overnights, and then
What was your favorite?
eventually I got good enough where the night person she took a job somewhere else, and they're like, "Hey, Patrick, nights?" Yep. And then I did that, and then the midday person didn't get along with Wade, I think, was kind of the issue there, and she was let go. And then I got the phone call in 2003, Patrick, middays. I'm like, hell yeah, because that's the best though.
Is the coveted? Is that the coveted? What's the coveted? Spot.
Afternoons, I'd say, are coveted. Morning show, afternoons, that's where you get big. But the midday thing struck me so great because I used to intern for Wally Walker at KQ, and I picked up a lot from him, Don, as you said, like, you're smooth and all that.
Yeah.
I got a lot of that from Wally.
You never
And
stumble.
but the 9 to 2 gig was awesome because you could sleep until like 7:30. You go do your shit. You get out of there at 2 or 3 in the afternoon. You got the rest of the day ahead of you.
One more heavy Patrick question, and then back to me because I'm the guest. Mother effer. No, sorry, but no, dude, because I was 5 years old when my mom gave me her 45 collection. Okay, so the Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys. I'm 5 years old getting chills, so I start reacting very, very young. When did you get that? Hey, maybe radio. Hey, music. What's the short version of how you began your love for this nonsensical career, which is the greatest thing on the planet?
So yeah, I have an older brother. He's 5 years older than me. So I'm age 6 or 7. He's got the cool records. So this would be like 1979, 80. So he had the records. I had the record player. My mom worked. I didn't have a dad, so I was home a lot alone. And so I'd sit in my room and just play records.
And talking between them.
I've got
music
that came later. That when the cassettes came out and then the boombox, and you could have one cassette playing and the other one recording.
Wow.
I figured out a way to do breaks in between and stuff. So
those early music things for you, what were you listening to?
Kiss.
Oh, so yeah, it was like whatever my brother had, but I remember like Billy Joel.
Sure.
I think Led Zeppelin, Rush was in there. Rush, I was like, oh shit.
Deep
what is
Purple.
this?
ABBA.
Yeah, no. But
John
when I
Denver.
started buying records, it was, like I remember buying the Eagles was my first album. I think I purchased at Target, and it was the Long Run, the Black Album.
Massive.
And then I got into like Hall & Oates, and then the Cars, and then like whatever was popular. And then the '80s wave struck with Bon Jovi and all that. So
Sure, it just kept building.
I mean,
cool.
But I was watching Vikings games with the volume down, and I had the little cassette recorder with that shitty microphone, and I was calling. I still got a cassette of it somewhere in a
Yeah,
store,
we all do.
but yeah,
Yeah.
calling a
Yeah.
Vikings game, and I'm like,
Save
Tommy
it.
Kramer drops back to pass. Oh, he shit the bed through an interception. What an asshole!
Save everything. That's so cool.
I'm like 9 doing these explicit.
But now you got to buy
play
something where you
Vikings
can
game.
play it.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
I don't know if I want that to see the light. of day.
Brett, you're up.
My first 45 was The Who.
Cool. First
Who are
one.
you?
And then-
Who?
yeah.
Who?
Okay.
Yep.
Th-
that
And I know we're geeking out on radio stuff here, but did Mounds View have a
shut
high
up.
school media program or a radio station or a film class?
We had filmmaking. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, we had media as an English elective, and we actually
Well,
had a radio
we-
station
back-
in the basement of our high school.
Like when I went there, I mean, there was an AV department, but there wasn't really a whole lot of people doing that, except for, I mean,
You got
I
it.
had this made in
I mean,
Dickinson. Can we get a
did you have that made in
Mounds View
Dickinson?
Mustang? I'm just proud. I just am. My 40 year is next year. Sorry, we're just jumping around. 86 Mount. I had it made, custom made, $110 or something back when I had money. And
I'm a special. I mean, I'm a substitute teacher for Mounds View Public Schools. So if you want me to drop in there and get you some swag from their shop, because Irondale is a shop too. So
bring it.
Oh.
Thank you. Yeah.
Get extra small or large.
No, but there I go upstaging again. Were we in the middle of something? Who was saying what? Go ahead.
Like,
No, I was just saying.
Media.
Our high school had a basement radio station that had like a 3-mile,
Yeah.
FM signal. So
I just
it was like
wanted
a 10-watt station or something. But that's where I really okay, I'm getting into fucking Brown Institute.
Let me
When I
say
was
this really
18,
quick.
I legit had no idea what the fuck I was gonna do.
Cool.
And I got in there as a senior, and I was like, this is it.
I got my first boombox in 82 for Christmas. Okay. That turned me on to FM radio, right? Here we go.
Yeah.
Then I hear David Lee Roth interview with Jim Ladd on Stereo 101, KDWB.
Yeah,
Dave
yep.
Hamilton was the program director. And this dude's blowing my mind because Dave in his prime, very articulate. He would use words I'd never even heard of. And the energy and the cool. So then I start getting into Van Halen. They announced they're coming to the St. Paul Civic Center 84 tour. That's my first concert, basically.
well, that was my very first album that I bought.
Boom.
Was Van Halen
With
1
your own money.
with my own money. Yeah, that was Van Halen 1, and I listened to that album, and I just sat there going.
Blindingly fast. Let me just finish this, and then
And when I listened to every song back to back, I played it again, and I went.
how was he doing that? But
And then, but that's when I learned how to play guitar. I mean,
Bitchin'.
Yeah. We had a guy on from Mounds View. His name was Matt Vernon, and Matt was into Van Halen. And, we didn't have guitars, but we wanted to play guitar. But then I got my first guitar. I bought my first guitar after listening to that Van Halen album.
what
And-
year was that? What grade
Oh,
were
my
you in?
God. I was in junior high.
Well, it came out in 78.
I mean,
yeah,
I was in junior high at the time.
Let me just really quick. So then we'll back to. So we go to Van Halen 84. I'm in 10th grade, and I'm sitting there, and they're in the middle of aisle wait with all the Bic lighters going, and that was my Beatles moment. I go, I'm either going to be a musician or I'm going into radio.
What's a Bic lighter?
A Bic. Look, yeah, they smoke the wacky tobacco with that. No, but I go. That was my moment. Like here's the fork in the road. I need to be a part of this. And you never thought it would ever end. There's no Nirvana. It was going to be party bands and Motley Crue forever. But I'm like, I'm either going to be a musician or radio. And we had a garage band, and all we did was argue. I was the singer. It was so fun, but all we did was fight. So I went into radio, and here we are.
Well, but that's kind of that's the deal. That's where you start,
playing music is damn
playing
hard,
music.
too.
You start
Sure.
making your chops back then.
Sure.
And remember Byron Case?
Of course.
I mean,
Mud
Byron
Sharks.
Case was like the quintessential guitar player, literally of our time. I in high school, there's nobody better. This kid picked up the guitar and played it, and everybody was in awe. It's like angry with
He was our Ed Van Halen.
He was. He
Yeah.
would just. It was
Yeah.
just
I had
effortless
heard-
for him.
I had heard him how great he was, but to me it was Chris Daniels, the drummer. Like this dude, oh shit. This
Chris
guy-
was incredible, but I mean, we actually, over at Chris Daniels' house is like me and Chris and Byron Case and a few other people, and we went and did jam sessions, and we played like Led Zeppelin and stuff like that. But I mean, he was you just sit there and watch him and go, God damn it, I hate this. fucking guy."
jealousy. I would be over at Lauren Waltoff's across the street from Chris, and Chris is rehearsing and practicing along with the song remains
Yeah.
the same live Led Zeppelin.
yeah.
I'm getting chills, and he was crushing it. I'm like, that's so cool. I know that guy. He won't talk to me right now. I'm going to Zed Leplin Saturday night. He's on drums.
Yeah.
It's full circle, man.
A couple gray hairs just popped out of your head.
Oh, out of my crotch. They're great.
And I'm
Why
gonna
not?
and I'm gonna break it up here with a picture of Brett that a friend sent me of back in the day.
Oh, look at that.
With,
Oh, right.
with,
Who is
with,
that?
That's
with his
Brett.
long.
That's
with his-
you.
That's him
Oh my
with
God.
his long hair.
That's me if you
Gee,
can
he's,
see it.
he's not a poser or anything.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, this is bad.
Well, how
I knew
many?
Don was gonna. I knew we were gonna bring up Van Halen during this, like a long time ago. As soon as you said Don Andrew, I'm like, oh, I better polish up on my Van Halen.
gee.
Don is he is to what the Spiking Viking is to Minnesota football fans. Don
Really?
is as a Van Halen fan. And Don, do you still have the car? And by you know what I mean by the car.
The car died in Seattle sometime 2007. And
You want to tell us all about
I
the car?
had a friend, Mark Burnham, stripe my hood. I have a picture in my phone, but I'm grabbing my David Lee Roth picture when I met him in '94. But no, the car died in 07, 243,000 miles. It was red.
Wow.
That's my favorite color. And a friend of mine striped the front, Eddie Van Halen striped, and people be giving me thumbs up. I'll show you
like
the
the
picture.
guitar.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh,
Just like
it's
Eddie's
so,
famous guitar.
Oh, cool.
so terribly
Wow.
cool. But now
And
I'll see.
Then you had the Andrew license plate.
yeah.
Oh,
Me and
nice.
David. I met David Lee
yeah.
Roth in '94.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's when he had hair.
This was before kids, and I'm like, when I was walking back to
Oh
my
my
car, I'm like,
God.
I can die right now.
Yeah.
I met David Lee Roth in '94. His career
Wow.
was in the can at the
I
time.
can't tell whose mouth is bigger.
or hair, but it was just such a
Well,
dream.
how does it feel to have your hero from back in the day that everybody loved to end up where he's at right now?
dream come true. It's
Oh, he's got
Oh,
the
he's got
tattoo.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I'm not kidding. The guy's
Patrick's
Van Halen.
Patrick's
Thanks,
on his
Patrick.
ass, so he doesn't want to show it.
Oh,
got the
remember he
tattoo.
can't even get a gig at the casino, right?
Not anymore.
Yeah, David Lee Roth can't.
Oh, what
even
is
get
it?
Yeah,
Oh,
Paul
you got-
Dockendorf was
Pat-
like,
That's for
we're
the
not-
spiking biking. Can we get a?
Oh, yeah.
I have two
Cool.
tattoos.
There you go. I like
It's
that one.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
Kane Peterson, because he has something similar.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna fill that bitch in if we'd ever win a trophy. But in the meantime, it's just the lines, and I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah.
You don't want to see your stamp on your back.
Tramp stamp tap. Yeah.
Don's got a tramp stamp.
It's a Green Bay Packers sign.
So, Don, other than the meeting of David Lee Roth,
Go
did
ahead.
you ever get like some sort of backstage treatment at a Van Halen show?
What treatment are you talking
recognized by
about?
the band as a huge fan or something like that?
Yeah, I got cigarettes and Jack Daniels.
I love being interviewed. So great question, Patrick. I basically heard that. I'm in St. Cloud at the time. My roommate, Bob, was involved with Rockin' 101 out of Sauk Rapids. And he goes, David Lee Roth's coming to Mirage. You want to meet him? And there was a rumor we were going to go out to eat with him, kind of a thing. So I love that stuff. But just the fact that, Mae Young, our coworker, she met Dave that night too. She's like, I have that same picture, So long story short, I never did anything backstage Van Halen. Saw them in the '84 tour when I was 16. It was my Beatles moment. But when I saw the 04 reunion, Sammy reunion, I'm in the stage. Dave Hamilton says to me, Don, we know you're a huge fan. Do you know where you're sitting for the concert? I'm like, no, sir. You have gold circle in stage seats.
Oh, cool.
And it happened to be Eddie Van Halen's side. Okay. So I could hear his feet just boom, 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 boom. And I'm following him around like a lost dog. After the first song, he reaches down to shake my hand.
Ooh.
That's as close as I got to Ed. I shake it, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so cool. But
I'm never washing this again.
right, I'll never wash again, Marsha Brady. But I had 6 Heinekens in me at the time, so I was feeling pretty good. And something fell out of his hand. It was a green guitar pick.
Oh,
You watch that Oz Festival footage, Ed will put a pick in his hand and he'll shake that guy was a saint. He just was an addict. And Alex, if you read the book, have you read the book yet? It's so good. Brett, the brothers book, Alex Van Halen's book. It's so good. Maybe you're not a fan.
No.
It's so I just assume you're a Van Halen guy. Anyway, but
Well, I'm a total Van Halen guy. I just haven't read the book because I'm old and busy.
okay, fair enough. Well,
If you make it into a movie and
Right.
make it short, like an hour to an hour and a half
Thank you.
long,
Brett.
then I'm all about it.
is that your Bruce Willis interpretation from The Fifth Element when you do that?
Reading puts me in a coma too. I know what you're saying, but anything.
If you take a look around and look
The
over your shoulder,
the only magazine he reads is Playboy.
right there, Bruce Willis and the
for
Fifth
the
Element.
articles.
Yeah, for the article.
Sorry, Patrick, but man, right. The 04 Sammy, and Sammy came into KQ. I won't get into that because we have stuff to cover. But and then we saw the 07 reunion with Wolfie on bass. I've done it all, and I'm just like, it was just. I hope that answered your question. There was never any back.
100%. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it's just so fun. Those guys, man. It's just so fun.
Yeah. Well, so how many times did you get to see Van Halen? Because I saw the only time that I got to see them
5
was
Holy
actually when they did the 5150 tour
86
in 86. That was the first time and only time I was able to see him.
Wow.
But it was fantastic. And I was watching, it was just like, God, it was just like the rock god Eddie Van Halen playing. And it was like, he's like, and doing, and jumping around and just like, how does that even, is that even humanly possible? And I came up with a theory.
He was going through puberty at the time.
No, I came up with the theory that Eddie Van Halen is an alien.
He is.
He is an absolute alien. Yeah, absolutely. Because there's no way that you can do the stuff that he does or did and do it. So that means Wolfgang is 50% alien.
Wolfgang's so talented. He's like Prince.
Yeah.
He plays everything.
What? So Don, I got to ask you because you are the fan, and you other guys too. But when 1984 came out and you didn't hear a fucking guitar, and you heard,
Right.
Did you freak?
You just did the
Did you
Harold
flip the fuck out?
Faltermeyer
What
song
the
there.
fuck is this?
I was so young, and I'm still at that point where it's like, I don't care. It is what it is.
Jump was
No,
a
it's
good
quite
song.
brilliant when you think about
Jump
it.
was, Jump was a great song.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a great album
Yeah.
altogether. But it was
video
great
was
because then, how bands that don't kind of morph through the years, never go anywhere. You see like bands like YouTube,
YouTube.
okay. Yeah, because I'm always on YouTube. But U2 completely morphed. Motley Crue, Van Halen. I mean, the Beatles. I mean, Kiss.
Patrick, here's the deal. We knew, again, I was 16 at the time, dripping wet. To me, I'm like, well, this is my David Lee Roth. It's so fun. Then the next song was Panama. So I'm thinking, we're going to be okay. Right? Keyboard away, but oh shit, what's this? My friend Mike thought they were saying animal. We didn't know what a animal, right? But no, I mean that's come on, great album.
And then it's like MTV helped them a lot too because that video for Jump was on all the time, and it was a hooky thing, and it was it just helped them.
Yeah, he
I
was
think,
so hot.
get
Oh my
accepted better. But speaking of misnaming songs, I was working at 93X, and some kid called and said, "Can you play Sand Patrol?" And I was like, "Sand Patrol? Who does that?" He goes, "Sand Patrol by Metallica."
Oh, sure. Oh,
He meant
sure.
sad but true.
Oh, cool. Isn't that cool? Because those are our replacements, Patrick.
Patrol.
Those are our replacements,
Oh, my
Patrick.
God.
They're the next, you're going to get your ass kicked. You'll probably become an addict, but you're on the radio. You love music. We're cheering your ass on, if you don't want to listen to us, but it's just so good. It's just the best.
Yeah.
So Stacy, what did you listen to then? I mean, we know
Well, I had a weird. I had a weird upbringing because when I was in 6th grade, I moved to. I was a big Kiss fan, starting in like 5th grade and 6th grade, and then I moved to Okinawa. So now I'm in Okinawa, and there's all these different kids from everywhere, all over the world, and on the military base. And I hung out with two groups. One introduced me to Black Sabbath Master Reality, and the other one introduced me to Grandmaster Flash in the Furious 5, Rapper's Delight.
Wow.
So I went in two directions. And then so at that point it was Black Sabbath. I was a huge fan of. I was still a huge fan of Kiss. I went to Kiss in high school. It was the first concert I went to.
Wow.
It was 10th grade. I got back in 9th grade. 10th grade, I said, Kiss is here. I want to go see him. I said, Dad, can you bring us down?
He's like, no, you're going to see Sesame Street.
Cookie
You wanna go?
Monster.
We were late. Nobody outside the Met Center.
Yeah.
the old lady goes, "You look like two nice young boys. Give us our tickets."
I know this story.
We got the tickets,
upgrade.
and people are like pointing us. I'm like, "Where is this?" And main floor, 7th row,
Nice.
right on the aisle. My ears rang for a week or so, probably.
Great story, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a great story. I mean, think about it. It's like, you're too nice. And I think the last time we said it, it's like, why doesn't that happen when you're at the airport? You look like two nice people. Here's first class. It's like,
great
no, I usually I'm the one that's like going like, you got to get off the plane.
I had.
So I did
had
the-
so okay. So
I did the rap thing, you know. I did all of that because I roller skated, and then I did the rock thing. I had long Bon Jovi hair.
You still roller skate.
I still roller skate
you
once in a
still
while.
have the
I still dance.
I had first row center for Kiss, and I was wearing spandex. And thank God I had nylons on underneath because I got smashed up against the board, and they had to pull me over the barrier, and my pants came down
Yeah.
in front of everybody.
Will Patrick just duck off and take a pee or something, or grab?
Yeah.
He'll just leave.
Probably.
Right?
He'll just
Lucky
leave.
Bastard. I need a Folgers can.
I know.
Next question. What are we doing? What else? You know,
So what are you doing on the iron range?
that's a great point. Close. The oil field.
Oh,
oil
You know
fields.
what? I want to say this really quick. So Van Halen was my first rock gig concert that I went to, but in 78, Elvis died in 77. My dad gets a phone call from the local fire
I remember that
department.
day.
Right, of course. And they go, we're selling tickets to this country group, Dave and Sugar. Opening act is Elvis's TCB band. I'm a huge
What?
Elvis guy.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Elvis TCB thing. This is the most expensive piece. It's $125, and
What is it?
it's a TC Elvis's little logo, taking care of business in a flash. That's what Elvis came up. It's really cool.
Oh, that's so cool.
Memphis Mafia stuff. But I saw Elvis. Elvis had died the year earlier, but his band were like, well, we need to make money.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going on the road as an opening act with some guy singing Elvis, but it was Ronnie Tutt on drums,
Mm-hmm.
Burton on whatever, the guitar player guy, these names. But it was literally his touring band. So that was my first concert. We left after Elvis's band played, but then Van Halen hits. I just wanted to get that out there. I'm a huge Elvis guy. Do you guys have any thoughts on Elvis?
Love Elvis. You gotta
The
love
king,
Elvis.
baby.
The king.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I like when I
Elvis
hear
was
that because
absolutely
I always-
the king.
I still
I
love
always
Elvis.
considered Chuck Berry to be the real king of rock and roll, but he was
Fair enough. We're fighting now. We're fighting.
But
no, that's cool because Elvis.
popularity wise and the times, if I'm talking about, back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s.
I would argue
Great
that
to
two
shoot,
different
that's-
genres.
yeah.
I would say two different genres, more of a bluesy rock or
Cool discussion, but Elvis started
Oh,
everything.
yeah?
He's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
we can do this for a living.
He
Yeah.
did.
I'm just a good.
the movie was great too. That's
It's
a
all
great
good.
movie, yeah.
But you got to do the voice, man. You got to do the
Yeah.
lyrics.
You gotta-
He did the
Thank
he did the outros.
you.
He was the mama's boy.
You got to say thank you.
Yeah, do it
Thank you
again.
very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank
And
you.
then he got addicted to speed in the army, and then he never turned back. He
Yeah.
was an addict. Okay.
Well, Johnny Cash too. I mean, those are all greats.
Hella
'Cause
fire.
we had, that,
Ring of
and I've
Fire.
always said this, and
Whatever.
this to me is a fact that if you were born in the later 60s or the mid 60s, and you had that era of music and the times that we had, the best times ever, the club scenes that we went to, the places the things that we could do, you can't do that stuff anymore. It's not even around. You can't go to nice nightclubs and
Agreed.
feel safe and all of that.
It'll be a rough next 10 to 20 years because all of these folks, they've already started. They're starting to pass away.
Yep.
So all of these legends we're going to watch go right before our eyes. It's going to suck.
Yeah, there's that. But Stacy, I think I know what you're saying. And those memories actually keep me fired up. Like, no, we lived it.
The 80s.
Yeah.
and
I was
90s,
born
yeah.
in 68, so I got the 60s.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fleetwood Mac and the
68.
Eagles in the 70s.
Yep.
My dad would come home with these albums.
Yeah.
Casey and Sunshine. He's at Ham's Beer, and these guys were talking shop. He comes home with Rumors, and I'm looking at the album.
But we also got our parents' 50s music too. We
My
Oh,
dad,
sure.
got
my
Marty
dad-
Robbins and the
Oh,
Platters and
Buddy Holly.
No.
Buddy Holly and
I've been to the crash site. I've been to his
Oh,
All of it.
I know what Gene's going to say.
My dad played CCR all the
CCR.
no shit.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So I got so since we're talking about all these decades in music genres, trivia time.
Bring it.
Oh.
Bring it.
Who's
All right.
the only
Bring it.
artist? Who's the only artist to have a #1 hit in the 60s, 70s,
Damn.
80s, 90s, 2000s,
Oh, damn.
and 2010.
Oh, Johnny Cash.
No,
No, damn.
Mick Jagger?
no.
John Belushi did that with movies and soundtracks and this, and then he died like
Wait,
within the year.
What was
but-
the first year,
Damn,
Patrick?
dude.
60s?
Wayne
In the
Newton.
60s,
Wayne
so it would have
Newton?
been 69. No.
No.
You used to
It's
do
a-
a trivia
it's a
thing
she.
on 93X, didn't
Oh, it's
you,
a
man?
she.
So you're a trivia guy. Just say it,
Definitely.
dude. We got shit to do.
Oh, Cher.
Share.
Damn it.
There you go.
No.
Did I get it?
It is Cher.
Cher.
She's got to come up with
Wow.
because then she can claim the 2020s as well, and that would be 7
Wow.
decades with it.
Gypsies, tramps, and thieves, baby. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, damn. That's heavy.
That's heavy.
Tramps and Thieves. That would be a great band name.
Let's go right now.
Let's do it.
My first, we were talking about 45s. My first 45 was Jaws.
Oh, sure.
Remember that?
You mean from the movie?
Yeah. We were here on the beach with, do you remember that one?
Oh, well, that was Mr. Jaws.
Mr. Jaws.
Oh, sure. Oh,
we were here
sure.
on the beach where a guy was
Oh, yeah.
attacked by a great white shark.
My first 45. Well, I was like a latchkey kid, so I had like this after school thing with a bunch of, and they had records and stuff, and they allowed you to take one home. So I took home Terry Jack's Seasons in the
Oh,
Sun.
sure. Yeah.
We had joy, we had fun.
Oh my God.
Sure. No, we
Dude, I played
went.
that over and over and over. again.
There's a different version of that, you know.
We went to
I
the
still
store.
cry when I hear it on the radio if I'm flipping through an oldie station.
So good. We bought the album Jaws, and we thought it would be the movie.
Yeah.
So we get it home, throw it on the turntable, and it's the soundtrack.
Yeah.
We're like, what?
Dun, dun.
But right, I love all that stuff.
Dun,
now,
dun.
But those are great
Dun, dun.
stories.
So
Yeah.
one Christmas when I was little, my mom bought me an album and my brother an album. I got John Denver's greatest hits. My brother got Elton John's greatest hits. And those were the ones that
Your
we
brother
listened
got
to.
the better one.
Yeah, I
No,
totally got the share.
You can-
Well, I love John Denver. I'm a big John Denver fan. So
And we can thank Van Halen for the creation of Megadeth. If you don't know the story,
Say that
Dave
again.
Mustaine was living in an apartment in Hollywood.
Oh, Run Out with the
Dave
Devil.
Ellefson had moved there, and he
Yeah.
was practicing bass, and he was
Oh.
doing Van Halen, and he was just going
Oh.
thunk, thunk, thunk. Dave
No, for
pounds on the
sure.
wall. Shut the fuck up with your fucking shitty bass.
And then the deal breaker was the guys were going to go make a beer run. And Dave goes, okay, now we're talking, man. You just feed me beer.
you don't talk to many people. I saw Jaws in the movie theater when it first came
Oh,
out.
sure.
The very
Drive-in
Yep,
over here.
drive-in, yeah.
Maple Leaf.
Well, I
and
mean,
Maplewood.
speaking of Megadeth, I mean Dave Ellefson from Minnesota, but he had apparently had a brownstone that was across the river. So this guy used to come in where I worked at O'Donovan's, bartending at O'Donovan's, and we just called him, long hair Dave.
Sure.
He didn't know his last name,
wow,
didn't know who
cool.
he was. It was just, long hair, just didn't cut the cord because he didn't cut his hair off.
Cool.
And then when Megadeth was on tour with Black Sabbath with Ronnie James Dio, in walks long hair Dave
Oh.
and Dave Mustaine with two blonde bombshells on their arms. And we're like, oh my God, long hair Dave's with Dave Mustaine. And we're like, oh my God. And, of course, the girls leave and they come up to the bar and we're going to long hair Dave. It's like, how do you know Dave Mustaine? And he's like, I've been playing with them for like 30 years. We had no
You're a
idea.
genius.
We had no idea that it was,
What year was this? Do you remember the
Oh,
I met
it-
long-haired Dave down in Phoenix.
oh, you did.
Yeah, it was back in the day. Dale Steele, who used to play in the band Give, he went down to Phoenix to get some.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
and he did, and then he got a killer job, and he's doing well. Happy birthday! It was his birthday yesterday. So, but Dale hooked up with Dave Ellefson, and they started a band called, I think it was just called Five. I can't remember, but yeah, so they did like a project together. So Dale knew Dave really well through the sobriety circles. So I went down to Phoenix. I actually went to an NA meeting sitting next to Dave.
No one can see
Ellefson
that
and
unless you
my
speak
buddy
in the mic.
Dave.
Yeah, for sure. I got you.
but
We're good.
It's not
Sorry.
so anonymous anymore. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, that's cool. I'm hoping JJ Jeffries, Hot Rockin' 104. He got me in at 93X, him and Lisa Lyons. But this is JJ and Dave Mustaine. JJ used to run KUPD out of Phoenix. And that's how they say it.
down there every
And Dave used to stay at JJ's house. JJ used to crash at Dave Mustaine's house. It's just this is him holding a guitar, and they did a thing in Phoenix. And I hear this is the last hurrah for Megadeth. I guess Dave's calling it a career, but that guy did every drug in the book. He's still alive, and he deserves a nice, send off. But no, these stories are so cool, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to get back to Gene's question here.
Yeah.
So you went from rock and DJ. How did you get up to the oil fields?
Great question.
Oh, yes. I
Cool.
thought, yes.
Cool. So I'm up in Cambridge, Isanti. My son's in, soccer, 5, 6 years old, very young. I run into a woman and she goes, we're just small talking. How's it going? I'm like, well, I don't know. Stuff's expensive, man. And she's like, well, my husband's a driller in Williston in the oil field. You should go out. I'm like, well, okay, yeah. And I went out 3 different times. I drove to Williston. It was a huge drive then. I do it every 2 weeks now. It is what it is. And I got hired out of Dickinson. And this is a really short version. Dickskin. Dickskin is
Not for
so 2010. I got hired 2011, but my last year on the radio was Rockin' 101, Sauk Rapids, St. Cloud. I was evening guy, anger management with Don Anger. Nobody listened. Nobody remembers me, but it's all good, man. But then I went out to the oil field, tripled my income. Stuff's expensive. And I think that answers your question, right? 2011, June of 2011, I get hired out of Dickinson, North Dakota, just doing, and then laid off 2015. Blessing in disguise. My dad dies that December. Got to say goodbye, kind of. And I get hired down in Midland, Texas. I'm dropping how's it going, eh? Just to mess with their heads because they're like, howdy, I'm Texas. We're just having fun.
You betcha.
You betcha, yeah. But I'm like radio. They all call me radio. We love your
you
ass.
bet, for sure. Yeah, betcha.
Yeah.
Don's got some great pipes.
But
Thank you, sir.
I don't
Thank
think
you.
I don't think people really appreciate when you say you work in the oil fields or oil rigs. What exactly do you do? What is your
It's
job?
like a 2-hour shift, air conditioning.
Oh shit.
Because
Comfortable
let me
shoes.
tell you something.
Yeah.
There's a lot of jobs that a lot of people won't do, and this is one of them.
God bless you.
And so when you see people like this,
Yeah.
and you see people up on the high wires, in 30 below weather, giving us electricity, these are the real ones that run America.
Thank you.
And
Means
the
a
ones
lot.
that the ones that keep things going because the lights are on, the heat is on, and you have to have this guy to thank for it. So that's what
Some
it is.
can, most can't. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, it's money. The people that work the oil fields, it's backbreaking work, isn't it?
It is.
And it's dangerous.
It's dangerous as F.
Dangerous.
What makes it dangerous? What are you doing?
Driving and sledgehammers and fuel and explosions and watch Landman. That's
I was going to ask you if you.
Dude, it's the best. The second season starts Sunday. Okay, so after the Vikings underachieve, I hope I'm wrong. Which there's my next and last jersey. With Landman starts Sunday, but you start out with fracking. It's short for fracturing. My dad, before he died in 2015, he's like, it's a miracle that you're in the oil field. And I'm like, yeah, Pop, pretty cool.
Nice.
It was just, that's your custom,
This is Sunday coming up.
Spiking,
Who
biking.
do you-
Who signed it?
Nah, we'll get to it. Oh, Paul Allen, Charchian, K-Fan guys, Chad Greenway, Patrick, you're next. No, but dude, oil field. It's just like, you get to that point where you're like, let's go.
How many hours a day?
Oh, sometimes 2 days.
Wow.
And that's how we make our money. My paychecks
just keep
are
going. And I think
it's never enough.
You really have to have a personality and an energy like this to do this job because you're not this is high trained conscientiousness right here, always working. You're not the type to lay on the couch. That's not your thing.
You
That's why
just
there's
have to
beer.
You man.
And there's beer. And there's coffee, and
Why
there's
we drink. Oh shit, yeah. It's so cool. They all call me radio. It's beautiful. Every day I'm radio guy.
I love that.
It's just so cool. There's a movie waiting to be made. There
Oh,
just is. You're all invited. I want y'all to think, y'all. That's it's just so fun to say. I want all of you to think, who's gonna play me in the movie? That's just the fun.
Robin Williams, like Good Morning Vietnam. Good morning Vietnam.
The thing is, I don't think there's a camera crew that can actually keep up with you. It'd be like,
Like, we're
I
done.
drink
Where'd he
coffee.
go?
the first 10 minutes, the camera crew is going to be like going, we quit.
I've run them ragged. I drink coffee. Let me say this really quick. Down in Midland, Texas, pardon me, sorry, drinking. they would be like, yo, radio. They would just jump on there. We have radios because
Yeah.
we're fracking and we're running
Right.
You're
equipment.
talking, yep.
And you're just pumping
They
sand
say
and
it like
water.
that. Yo.
Well, they try to emulate my voice, which is cool. And they're like, radio, give us a weather report. And I'm like, I told Brett before we went live, I'm like, you can ask me anything. I'm quick. Patrick, our radio careers teach you to be quick. And,
Yep.
you don't.
Spontaneous.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'd be like, okay, Classic Rock 92 KQRS, another 40-minute free ride coming up for Mike Astorga down. He's a Michigan Wolverine fan. Let's go. All right, Permian Basin. Let's rock and roll. Hello from Minnesota. K-Frack Radio. And they're like, dude, that was so cool.
Come on, Patrick, give us something. Give us something, Patrick. Give us something. Patrick, give us something.
Oh, come on, really?
Come on. Yeah, come on.
But
It's put on the spot. No, but that's what we're
tell
going
them
to
to
do.
go to Target Center next Thursday, and I've got your last chance to win front row seats. If you listen for another 15 minutes or so, I'll be giving you the code word to text in to win Metallica front row 93X rocks.
Pure rock.
And then you're me going, and outside we're watching the squirrel go up the tree. And over there is the bunny. Hey, dogs, check out the bunny. Bark, bark. Oh, everybody, have a good day. Yeah.
Oh, feel to
So
do the
by
radio
no
voice.
means this is an easy job to be able to be that quick off the top of your brain and be able to bring something up like that. That's
You
good.
get a guy like Dave Hamilton, Patrick, breathing down your ass. It scares the piss out of you. You get
You
good
learn.
fast. Or a Wade Linder. I don't know. Either you do it or you don't, but this is what we do. It's so fun. The Beatles and Nirvana, even Van Halen, they all sucked at the beginning, but you practice. You get good. You try stuff,
you
and
know what?
suddenly you catch
We-
fire.
We had mentioned Remy Maxwell earlier. He's still on. He's doing his thing on Jack. I think it's the only Jack format in the country, and it's just a variety playing what we want. But I
love
think he's
him.
the only jock. He was so talented that Minneapolis said, "Screw it, we're going to have a Jack as a Jack station with Remy." But they also simulcast DJs nowadays. They don't just do one air shift. They do about 6 to 10
Multiple
so
hats.
he's the night guy in Sacramento at the classic rock station here. But I just heard a break of his just last night or the night before. Just he starts out with something, does something funny, talks about life experience, and then boom, wraps it up like a comedian at the end of their show, ties it all together with what he started with, and then goes into a song that is like the same theme of what he was just talking. It's just
Genius.
It's miles above my head. How
No
that
more need to
and-
write
and
that down. You know that was off the top of his head. What about Kane? Go ahead.
Well, it's funny is Kane was not. He was a pretty quiet guy in school, as I remember. He was humble. He was not boisterous. He wasn't a talker.
What happened?
He hung out. He was cool. And that's why one of the reasons why I hung out with him is he wasn't like that. He wasn't arrogant at all. He was very, down to earth and a nice
I
guy.
think some of us too are kind of like, I don't want to do the 9 to 5 bit. I got to do something different, And if it wasn't, DJ, I'd probably try to do something outdoors like Donna's doing. I think it's just when I learned I could get paid to do radio, I was all in. I was like, holy
It's
shit,
literally what we're born with. You can't teach this, man.
Well, and everything kind of hinges upon your personality.
Yeah.
So it's like either, you like to talk and use your voice, you like to act. Otherwise, people just,
Well, that was what I said about Kane is I don't remember him as a big talker in school. I was more of a talker than he was. I think
you have to get him on. Let's get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'd
it's a
love to
great
get him
story.
on. Yeah, and see how that happened because when he got on, I was like, wow, that's not even what I expected.
Yeah.
So Patrick, were you really popular in school? Did you talk a lot? Did you hang around with everybody?
No,
Or?
nope. I was
Just
I
the
was-
girls.
I didn't have a clique, but I like Brett. I could kind of morph into whatever clique was around me, but I didn't have a solid.
But it's really
I wasn't popular. I was quiet.
it was really funny is
Girls'
Patrick
locker room.
will bring this up too is like we didn't know each other but we worked together at Tropics Cowboys Tropics back in the day and the same time so we actually knew each other back in the day.
I want to say this really quick. So I'm at Mounds View, 9th grade. I'm sitting in civics class, right? And the next day, everybody comes walking in with these Pyromania Def Leppard shirts. And
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what's going on here? Because they had just opened up for Billy Squire the night before. Brett maybe has a memory, but I'm thinking something's going on here. That was another evolution of me like, what am I missing here? And then you kind of hear KQ play the album of the night, John Lastman or whatever, Pyromania, but they all came in. See, I saw Van Halen in 84, right? So this was 83, but I'm like, Def Leppard, what's going on? And then I kind of did a little research. That's all part of the building blocks and the story of like, I want in. Maybe I'll be on the
I
radio
started
someday.
listening to Def Leppard like way earlier than that. I think I was probably coming right out of junior high. I mean, they were all of a sudden like, who's this?
Did you have an older sibling with a record collection too? How do you find it? 101? Stereo
I
101?
just listened to the radio, but I had some friends that got albums and stuff like that, that they got sent to them, and all of a sudden it's like, God, let's play this, and they played it, and it was a Def Leppard, but it was something that was from Australia and not here,
Bootlegs or import,
an import.
Oh, sure.
And they played it. It was like, oh my God, this band just changed my life.
On Through the Night, High and Dry, those early albums.
Yeah, High and Dry was incredible.
Even Dave Mustaine's like, that early Def Leppard influenced me. So that's so cool to hear, man. But
They actually have some, B flick movie about Def Leppard, their beginning, how they, became a rock band and how
what year did
the
drummer lose his arm? What year was that again? 90?
86,
87?
80. Well, yeah, Hysteria is, I'm kind of getting confused with Vince Neil, which you guys touched on, that whole thing. But Vince was 86, 87, and I think Rick lost his arm too, right? New Year's Eve, 85, 86, something like that.
I met Vince Neil, and I took a picture with him and a couple of my other friends, and I forgot to get a picture of me with him.
See,
I'm like,
I
what
document
the
everything.
fuck?
No selfies back then.
Yeah.
No selfies back then.
Well, when I worked at O'Donovan's Irish Pub, the
Leopard Cats came into KQ, and I wanted to videotape it, but my boss guy, Reed Endersby, Patrick,
that's nice.
he's like, don't bring a video camera, because I'm always looking for that other level. But no, Leopard came in, and I'm talking with Joe about, they were on VH1 about, sorry, real quick, they had that VH1 made for TV thing. That I thought maybe, and I'm like, how did you like that? He's like, yeah, we were all over in different locations. We liked it. It was really cool, and he's wearing a bootleg Led Zeppelin shirt right there. They're obsessed with Led Zeppelin.
Oh, is he?
So that was just really
sorry. Nice guys.
Yeah.
Nice is the bigger they are, the nicer they are. That's a Tom Bernard quote, Patrick. And I steal from the best. So,
I mean, when I worked at O'Donovan's Irish Pub, it was right across the street from First Avenue.
Oh, First Avenue.
So we'd have all the rock stars coming over.
Sweet.
Robert Plant.
Yeah,
Sorry.
there's Robert Plant.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm just upstaging. I'm getting tipsy. Sorry, go ahead.
But we'd have all the rock stars come over all the time, and they'd come over and sing and play. And like Amy Lee from Evanescence came over, and
Jimmy effing Page. Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
Nice.
I win. Sorry. Patrick, Jimmy. Anyway, go ahead.
no, but we just have rock stars that come over all the time, and when they're done the show and they come into the bar, they're just regular people. They get, people coming up and, molesting them, so to speak. But for the most part, they would
gotta be cool.
they would hang out and they'd love it. And I remember there was a bass player that played in a local band around. His name is Brian. I think his name is Brian around here. And then he moved off to California. Didn't see him for years. And then he walks into O'Donovan's and sits down and orders, dinner. And we're looking at each other. I'm like, is your name Brett? And I'm like, yeah. Is it Brian? He goes, yeah. Oh my God, we haven't seen it. That kind of thing. What are you doing? He goes, playing next door over at First Avenue. I'm like, who are you playing with? And he's like, Evanescence. I got the gig like 8 months ago. So I proceeded to get him fucking plastered.
Of course.
Yeah. So I mean,
and you're doing it again.
I'm throwing drinks and I'm cracking jokes, and I'm like going, this means when you're done with the show, you got to get Amy to come over, and it's karaoke Sunday. So, you need to bring Amy over, and we're going to do tell her we're doing karaoke. So he goes, yeah. And I'm thinking, there's no way. So he goes across the street and they're playing, and then literally they cut the concert a little short, and she shows up with the entourage, and everybody shows up, and she's sitting there, and she's like 5 foot tall. I mean, short and stuff like that. But she comes up and she goes, "You Brett?" And I'm like,
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh. I'm like,
Ruh-roh, Reggie.
yeah. And she goes, "So what song are we singing?" And I'm like, oh crap. So I try to get her loaded up with Jägermeister, and
Wow.
she drank Jaeger. So we try to get her loaded up and sang, I believe it was Some Kind of Wonderful, that song with her, and try to get her loaded so she'd forget it. And she was like,
So what's next for you? What are you doing?
Let's go back to, I think I want to go back to St. Cloud. You mentioned St. Cloud in your radio stoppage.
Cool.
Sure. And is that where you got hooked up with being also a slave raider guy? Or was that always back? Because I think last year you organized some sort of event and a reunion and all that stuff.
Yeah,
So let's talk slave raider.
What an amazing segue.
What station were you with in St. Cloud?
Thanks. That's why they have me here.
The segue guy.
Just talk about Taekwondo for 2 hours.
Oh,
we don't do Taekwondo.
no.
No Taekwondo.
Okay.
Out of Brown Institute,
Pilates.
I go to KZZA Glenwood, and then they moved me up to Alexandria KSTQ, and then St. Cloud called. I was afternoons, St. Cloud KKSR, Star 96. Okay, Gloria Estefan, Neil Diamond was still alive.
Oh, all the hits.
Just it is what it is.
What year?
man.
What year?
I started October of 90 in St. Cloud.
Okay.
And that meant Slip Twister every Wednesday night at the red carpet, and Riff Raff, Gemini, and Slave Raider at the press every chance we got.
So Lance came up there quite a bit.
Oh yeah, Lance. Sorry for sounding like but he's a friend of mine now, and I've earned all of their friendship and respect. But I saw Slave Raider April of '88 in Glenwood at the Ballroom, ballrooms and stuff. Lakeside Ballroom. That was the original 5-piece, Patrick. And they ripped my head off. Right.
There you go.
So Nikki with the hair, and they open up with that instrumental thing. And I just never looked back. My friend Steve was my first listener at KZZA in Glenwood. And he's like, "Dude, you're playing Rush. You sound really good." I'm like, "Thank you, man." He's like, "You got to see this band, man. They're called Slave Raider." And we talk about them like they're a real band. I mean, take two. Like they're an active, still band.
Mm-hmm.
And then then social media comes around. And then Chainsaw, I made some comment, and he's like, "No, Don, we're friends." I'm like, oh shit. Oh, okay, sir. Okay. He invited me over to his birthday party, like Jeff Spicoli. No, in Gary, South Dakota, when he was in South Dakota. That was 2015. So long story longer, it kept building, and it's fun, and I be respectful. And suddenly they come to me and I come to them, and out of nowhere, we had some friends that are like, "We need Slave Raider. Let's do a party for the fans." Right. And everybody's all talk, right? It takes balls to go to North Dakota to go get an oil field job. I'm like, let's go. What's the worst that could happen? Die with your boots on, right? So I'm like, it's time for a Slave Raider party right now. So I go on the Raider Facebook page, and Rick, the owner of the red carpet, who just retired about a year within the last, and he goes, "Don, I want your party." I wanted to do it at Raleigh's Benton Station and Sauk Rapids, because Sauk Rapids rhymes with Rock Rapids. Okay. I don't know. Didn't even occur to me to go to the red carpet. It would have been at the press, but they burned that bitch down. Did you guys know that?
What?
Yeah.
They burned
red
they
carpet
burned the
down.
press down?
Just before COVID hit, the guy that owned the place was losing
that was
his
on the
ass.
news. Yeah.
And it's all on
the
YouTube.
news, yep.
He burnt it down. He left the gas can either in his car or on the desk.
He
And they're
got
like,
busted.
"Dude, You're going to prison now.
Oh my!
No, the press is gone.
Seriously, the press is gone.
It's
well,
gone. It's
it
gone.
used to be a rock club, and then it was gone, and then they turned it into some dancing.
I remember
kinda
that, yeah.
stuff, and
They put a railing in front of the bar.
in front of the
But-
stage, and got
Randy from Riff Raff, Randy taught me how to, it's wrong, but you just don't care. You show up and sing the wrong words. It's rock and roll. You don't punch a clock doing rock and roll. But let me get back on track. So they burnt the thing down. Otherwise it would be at the press. But Rick goes, Donna, I want your party. 430 people showed up. We'll never do it again because it was a one-shot deal. And the day before, Chainsaw calls me, hey, Don, I hear you're having a party. And he starts singing to me, and it was really cool. But he's big shot guy now because Hairball's the real deal.
Yeah.
And we can touch on that too. They're represented by, I think, a company out of LA. I don't want to say too much because I don't like getting yelled at.
They're good.
But they're the number one tour. They're the number one tribute band in America. They're our friends. Billy Thomas used to come to the press, and he was in Riff Raff.
and
I know him.
and I know Chris Vox. I've known
sure.
him for years, and he's a good guy. And for being a St. Cloud guy, I used to hang out with a lot of people, and I knew Randy Ingebrigtsen and back in the day.
Flip.
Yeah, and this is before.
Oh, sure.
This was Riff Raff days.
Oh, please. No.
So
the first thing that Randy ever said to me, we're up at Browerville at the ballroom, and I'm just like, that guy's our Slash. This guy's for real. And I go, dude, I didn't know what else to say. And he looks at me and he goes, guy, man, dude. And he walked away. It was Randy. It was so cool. He's like, guy, man, dude. But Patrick, to wrap it up, I mean, I pulled the trigger and Letitia showed up and Chainsaw showed up, and they're on stage singing a couple of Raider songs. And Letitia, her feet are not so good from wearing those high heels. She's a legend for rock stars and women rock stars. And she said to me, Don, I never signed more autographs, got more backslaps and high fives than your effing party.
Well, nice.
What are you doing to
Yeah.
me? And she put my own Raider face. She's like, be in my hotel at 6:30. We're putting paint on your face. I'll stop right there, but it'll never happen again. I'm not even going to try.
Hey, did you
Yeah.
guys? Did
That's
Patrick?
awesome of
Patrick,
you.
did you guys ever work together?
Say it again.
Did you guys ever work together, Patrick and you?
In the same
Or-
building.
In the same
but-
building, but never like out at any venues or anything like that, like bars or
I don't
anything.
think so.
I'm a huge Rat fan. I remember, Patrick, you were at like maybe Myth or some gig with Jizzy was singing, and I think Karabi was rhythm guitar guy. You were there. I was there. But no, I was at KQ from 02 to 07. You were in Dinkytown what years?
I was 97 through when we moved in 2001 or whatever. So then I was at the same building with you 2001 to 2011.
You were Lilac. Wait. Oh, yeah. I don't want to confuse. Cool.
Now, did you guys know that you?
Dinkytown? Yeah, no, Dinkytown. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was
All
there
good.
from.
Nope.
I had the stations mixed up, but yeah.
We've been drinking.
Did you?
No.
Did you guys know each other?
We
I mean,
would
did you?
pass each other in the hallways.
Yeah.
And
But did you guys know that you knew Brett together? Did you
Oh,
guys know
no.
Brett at this
No,
time,
no,
Patrick?
no.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, but I'd always, I'd see Don on a Monday, and he'd be like, "Dude, what's up with the fucking Vikings?" And I've got purple hair, and I'm like, "Fuck, man, you're telling me I got purple hair?"
Patrick
And
was,
glitter.
Patrick was midday guy. Cool. So I'm like, I respect all this talent. I just, Neil Hands and Wendy Ellis and Weasel. But the mother effer was Remy. I would just watch him. He'd walk into the studio drinking a Heineken, and he's wearing this shirt. I don't know. It said Mix Satan. I'm like, this is my guy. Dude, you have balls. But he's so cool and he's so mellow. It's Remy. Tawn Mastery. Did you pass her? I met her twice. Sammy Hagar came into the studio, and Tawn's like, who's here? I'm like, Sammy Hagar just walked in. She's like, that's a friend of mine. God bless Tawn. Living legend, right?
No,
Died way too young.
I was working her shift. I think she was sick that day or something. The hotline rings at 10:30 in the morning, and I hit it, and I'm like, hello, because it's the hotline is not the studio line for listeners. It's
a
either you're
big
giving that
deal.
number to somebody or it's your boss.
somebody. Yeah.
And
Last
so the
one
hotline
bitching.
rings, and he goes, hey, Tawn, and I go, do I sound like Tawn? And he goes, oh
Wow.
shit, sorry, is Tawn there? And I'm like, I don't know. I was kind of perturbed at the guy, and I was like, what a dick, So I was just like, No, she called in sick today. Do you want me to take a message? And I was like, all snooty. He goes, yeah, tell her Dave Mustaine called, and he hung up.
Ah,
Oh, nicely done.
ah.
So Patrick,
the
guess what,
story
Dave?
is who's
She
really
touched
the
a
dick
lot
here.
of things in the radio biz.
Well, so you guys went to
And
school together.
Then when in 93 X Fest, I was doing interviews backstage, and Ton and I were going to do Scott Weiland from Stone Temple Pilots. Well, Scott Weiland walks in and he goes to her, Ton, and she's like, oh, Scott, and they go and give a big embrace, and I'm just sitting there like, holy fuck. At the time, Scott was like, my God, in music too. I was just like,
STP is so good. Oh my God.
And then Scott looks and says, "You're Patrick," and Patrick goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Dave Mustaine told me about it."
And your Vikings suck. Stacy,
No, it
we'll
was
get
more
to
like,
you.
I'm Patrick, and he's like, do you have any Coke? I was like, no.
Let me say this really quick. Ton's sister is Kara Mastery. Kara. I can't remember. I got to know her a little bit, through social media, and she messages me. She dated Ed Van Halen after Valerie. So it's legit. She kind of confided in me, and we talked a little. I proved to her I'm a radio guy, this, that, and the other. I worked with your sister. She's a legend, blah, blah, blah. And she said, well, Ed left me a voice message. I'm going to send it to you. I'm like, please do. And it was just like, hey, beautiful. I just want to say happy birthday. It's Eddie Van effing Halen. And I'm not scared of anything, man. So I hope to see you soon. But they did a little thing. They dated, I think, before Valerie and then after Valerie.
Oh, but they were married for many years.
Well, Valerie and Ed, right?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wolfgang.
But
Yeah.
Ton and Kara Mastery, sister. And she's going to put out a Ton book, and we love living.
Yeah, I was going
ANAs.
through some old videos for whatever reason about Edge Fest and X Fest, and maybe I was just trying to. I was looking up old local bands, and all these X Fest things started showing up. So I switched my YouTube search from like a Minneapolis band called Down and Above to 93 X Fest or X Fest or Edge Fest, and I got like hundreds of these old movies. A lot of them were just recorded stage announcements. So I was like, oh, I wonder if I'm going to see myself. And sure enough, there was me coming out. And then there's one that I found of Ton, and she was doing a stage intro, and I kind of crashed her. And she's like, oh, it's Patrick. Hi, Patrick.
Sure.
And I got on my knees, and I was doing like the bowing.
Yeah,
thing
right
to
on.
her.
Dude, you get
And
it.
I found that. I sent that to Kara a couple of months ago,
Cool.
like 3 months ago maybe.
Cool.
And she was like, oh my God, thanks for sharing this. I never saw this, and this is so awesome. So
Let me just say one more. Then you
Ton
guys,
is dearly loved and missed.
we love her so much. Died way too young. She used to hang with Phil Lynott and she's hung with Belushi.
from Thin Lizzy.
Yeah, Belushi too. But real quick, you're on stage with Slave Raider. Do you remember that, dude? It was a X Fest, Edge Fest thing. You're so young, but Nick does the introduction. Is it Nick or Josh? Josh, whoever the big dog is. And he's like, you all were in diapers when these guys, it was like 99 at Raider. It's the YouTube is there. It's so good. It's professionally shot. I know you're on stage. Do you not? Maybe you were a little bit too happy that day. You don't seem to remember it, but I'm telling you, I'll send you the YouTube, dude. It's so
if
good.
I see it, I'll remember it. But like, it's a blur. I can't tell you how many concerts and
I know,
festivals I've been
but-
part of, and it's just
right,
like, holy
right.
shit! It
It
all
was
kind of goes.
the original 5-piece. Nikki was there, and they looked so.
I think
good.
I do remember that because Mike
hair down.
Johnson worked
They
with me,
crushed
and he
it.
was a huge proponent of the. He's like, Patrick, they're gonna blow your fucking mind, man. Yeah.
If you get
And
it,
I
you
was
get
like,
it.
Okay, I
They're
believe
so
you.
good.
Because I didn't really know Slave Raider when I was,
I get it. Yeah.
right at 93X. So
So I'm trying to make this connection here. So Patrick, when did you meet Brett? Did you meet him at? Well, you were a DJ, right?
yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah.
Fridays.
Yeah, Fridays, right? So
Night.
Fridays. So I got that.
Late
But
Gonna piss.
yeah, so he went to school with Brett. Now you guys knew each other separately, and then you connected later because then
Yeah.
he worked with you. So I'm just trying to see the connection here.
Well, there's no real connection because Don and I
you went to school.
went to school together.
Yeah.
But it's like we weren't buddies that hung out. I
Yeah.
knew who he was.
Okay.
He knew who I was, that kind of deal.
Yep.
And then after graduating, I went to St. Cloud State for school and,
Yep.
just kind of lost contact.
Yep.
Didn't really, but years and years later,
Mm-hmm.
when I was bartending down at, TGI Fridays, that's when I met Patrick.
Yeah.
And then, fast forward another, 2 decades.
So that must have been like, this is a small world story, right? So you guys go, oh yeah, I know that guy. Or
Well, yeah, because I mean, I saw on my Facebook feed Don coming across a bunch of times. I'm like, God, why do I know that name? And I saw KQ92 DJ. I'm like, that's it.
okay.
I remember now
Okay.
who this is. So I was going to actually reach out to him to get him on the show, and he beats me to the punch. He actually calls me
Okay.
and calls me and said, "Hey, I want to get on the show." And I'm like, "Oh my God, it'd be great for you to get on the show. You beat me to the punch. I wanted to get you on." And
Okay. So you didn't really, Patrick, you didn't really know Don. You just passed at work and stuff. You didn't.
Well, I mean, I saw him for like 9 years.
Sure,
I mean,
sure.
Yeah, we had
Conversations
times,
about
I mean,
Vikings
we weren't
and
friends,
stuff.
but
yeah.
you know, we would be at the same gig or the same concert, and it was always a hello, how are you? You know, we just liked each other. You
So
know,
it's a small world story.
yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's kind of interesting. It's like, 'cause I'm trying to make
Yeah.
this connection here. It's like, how do
And
you guys know each other?
Yeah, and it's like I would pull up to go to work, and like he was talking about that red car. It was like a red fucking Honda, whatever the fuck, and it was red like Eddie's guitar, and it had the stripes on it. And I'm like, I gotta meet this fucking guy. And I didn't put 2 and 2 together until a few weeks in. I'm like, oh, so I finally go, are you the guy with the Van Halen car? And he's like, yes. Yeah, he just, fucking got all excited. His face lights up, and I'm like, okay, I'm Patrick. I'm down the hall here, and he's like, okay, cool. But I think that was like, yeah, that was the first thing I remember of Don.
Okay.
The car.
I
The
thought-
car.
Okay.
Come back.
And what year was that?
Oh,
it would have been
the
I don't know.
car. What year was the car?
Well, I got years. I do years. I don't do mathematics. I do years very well. Neil Hins, who's he was 93X metal shop guy now. We love Neil. That guy's for real. I confided in him, like, hey, I want to pay my car like Ed's guitar. What do I do? He's like, go to White Bear Mitsubishi, blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. To me, I'm thinking, well, how much is that going to run? There's always a money thing. My friend Mark, I run into him at Pov's Atomic Punks when they were the Atomic Punks with Ralph and
They play at X Fest.
Russ. Oh, so good. But I run into Mark, and we're still friends to this day. And he's like, you come over, I'll stripe that bitch. And it's in my, you got to see that picture. It's so good. But I pull into KQ with this Van Halen car, and Patrick and Neil, they're all like, this guy is cool. And
Who's this guy?
Psycho, and he must be from Mounds View. I don't know. Who cares?
Or maybe Irondale.
Iron Jail.
He has a wallet that says MAFF. Or no,
Badass mofo.
Are we going over time? Are we good? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Are we okay?
Getting old.
Well, you guys got to get someplace. Where are you guys going
We're
tonight?
going to Curse Lightning in
Curse
Hudson,
Lightning in
Wisconsin, man.
Hudson, Wisconsin. We're
Yeah.
gonna get these guys on the road. So
Big shot.
you know what?
Hairdo guys.
It was you guys know each other, but it was a very big pleasure to meet you. Very
God bless all of you. Thank you.
God
Have you
bless.
given me the finger? Now, I think Brett, real quick, Brett was being really kind. He didn't know. And he didn't know me from Adam back in the. He's being nice.
No,
I knew you, dude.
I did.
No shit.
Yes, I did. I knew the name, and I know our paths crossed. But it wasn't like we hung out or anything.
Of course
like
not.
that.
That year younger than us, they're invisible.
Yeah.
You know Jablonski.
Oh yeah.
Jet boy.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I'll stop there. You know between you and I and
That's
Flip
great.
and Randy, and we just know everybody. It's
Yeah.
so fun.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Fun
Brett.
I'm
stories.
gonna say
Fun
yes,
stories.
but you know Rudy from 93X, Rudy Povich.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He's a big time comedian now.
Oh,
He's on the Adam Carolla show.
Catching fire.
He's coming
Keep an
here.
eye on him. I'm gonna coattail his ass.
We have confirmed him for an upcoming episode.
Let's
Yep.
go.
Hey.
His number's in my
Well,
phone. I'm like, dude, I need a
Absolutely.
job.
It's-
Let's go.
Be coming
it's
out
going to be great to
your
have him on.
What
but-
date
handler.
is that? What date do we got him?
November.
let's just not say.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
it'll be a surprise.
Do not jinx it. But he's coming on.
Yeah.
Post production.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on the show. It's great having you, Don.
You're so good, man. You're so good.
You're
So
to it.
good. I didn't know you do it all, dude.
Light-
Next time, get that acoustic out here. We'll noodle and all that.
Oh yeah. Well, you're going to be coming back on.
You bet
for
your
sure.
sweet ass
So,
I am.
and we'll do that. So.
Yeah.
Brett's got a sweet ass. How would you know?
Stole that from Tesla. It's a great line. Oh, that's your sweet ass, baby. Anyway,
Oh, that's that shitty
All
local
right.
band.
Well,
I know in Sacramento. Yeah.
Do you have anything on your socials that you do?
Love
Because I see that you are a content creator.
It's pretty cool. I'm the
Ooh.
professional level now. I want to do this for real too. I really do. I don't want to work for a living. That's a great line, David Lee Roth. He's like, I don't work for a living, baby. No, but I'll say this, Patrick. It's so good to see you again, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
Please
you
be in
too.
touch, man.
I was
I
looking
want
forward
your
to it.
number.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna text me here. I'm gonna bother you. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
I just do
Fine.
Facebook, and I go
If you, ever
live.
get
on-
it, if you ever get into this, Brett would show you the ropes and show you,
You
how
know,
to put
and
all
for
the stuff
sure.
together, and
and
it's a
but-
lot. It's a
No,
lot.
I just want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
It's too much work for me. I'm tired. I'll be 58 in June, and
Yeah, that's like
You
me.
know.
It's like,
Well, if I ever
set
need
up
a
here,
day
like,
off,
a microphone, a
store.
computer, a
Yeah,
camera.
Patrick's
God, I
gonna
don't
start
do all the
texting you
shit
at like
Brett
3
had
in the
to do.
morning.
yeah, if I ever need a day off, I'll call you in.
I'm always here. Just call me, Don. We need a fill in. Let's go.
Okay, there you go.
Oh,
Oil field.
perfect.
I'm sick. I have to drive 500 miles to wherever we are. The hidden bunker in.
Yeah, and he'll bring an
And St.
entire
Anthony.
new wardrobe.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you
All
so much
right.
for coming on.
Well, folks, thanks
Cheers.
for joining us. And Don, thanks for joining us as well
Too fun.
for this fantastic podcast
Too fun.
with the DJs.
Yeah.
Lord.
Having
Yep.
you guys on. It's
Mr.
been-
Smooth from Sacramento, you bastards.
Absolutely.
I'm jealous. I'm a fan. I'm like, damn, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Come on. Oh, I
Dude, it's
appreciate
all,
it.
All right.
it's-
Oh, I always thought the highly of your delivery and everything that you.
Thank you. I tried so hard. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, we love
but
having you
yeah.
guys on. And of course, we can't do this without you folks. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you hit the subscribe
hit that.
button.
Hit that.
Let's
subscription.
Hit the
go.
like and share. And we'll
Let's
see you
go.
next week. And be sure to check out our website at www.atthebarwithpodcast.com. We will see you next week with another guest. Take care, folks.